I'm psycho-degenerate, and I feel like shit. And today I'm going to be talking about episode 3 of Simoun. And first I'd like to go over some small things that I appreciated. When Lemonade, the youngest girl, takes a chip out of a bag and eats it while she's reading or something, I think. That's one. There's also when the bombs go off and crash down into the landscape and explode. I thought that was cool. The girl trying to lift her co-pilot out of a burning plane that she just crashed down into the fucking shit, into the deck or whatever, and she's trying to fucking lift her out and shit. And there's the image of they use different similar images, but they have Aru holding her music box out in front of her. There's Waprif, the engineer character, who looks at Mornis's ass, sees Mornis's ass, and then just kind of nervously looks away and covers up his face a bit. And one of them, last thing would be when Never jumps into the magic pool and her arms spread out to her sides, and everything fucking lights up in pink as she fucking falls into the distance, and that looked sick. But mostly what I'd like to talk about is Never being all depressed and shit. Now I know I'm using a picture of Aru for the video. I like Aru. Call me out, queen. Call me out. Yeah, so she isn't really dealing with her emotions at all. She's just shutting herself away, cutting herself off from everyone else around her, and wallowing in her sadness. And it can be helpful to cry alone in your room a little bit, but that's got to be a night, It's got to be a day or a night, but you can't just fucking do it forever, That's bad. It's not good for you. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help her. It doesn't help Maria, the girl she's grieving for, and the others. Maybe they didn't have as deep of a guilt, as deep of a loss as hers or whatever, but they all fucking were there too. Not the newer people, but the people who were there before were there too, and it can be helpful to share grief with other people. I know that there's people who I think are awful people because I shared grief with them over someone. That was still a somewhat positive interaction I had with some people who I don't think were largely responsible for positive interactions with me. But one thing is that here in the show, this doesn't happen in real life, but it happens in fucking TV shows, including this one. They'll have Aru comes along and is being clearly fucking set up to save her and shit from her, like, misery and loneliness. And, like, that doesn't really generally happen in real life. You know, even if people have, like, and so a lot of places it's a lot, like, really unrealistically, but in this, I think that, like, okay, so, like, Iru, I think this deals with it a little less badly, because, like, Iru may be there fucking to save Neville, like, from the narrative perspective, of course, but, the thing is, that Neville, like, she'd never fucking get saved if she didn't, like, if she just kept on being like that in spite of herself, you know. I don't think that, like, I wouldn't say this goes as far as some shows in this respect, but, like, I don't think she's as much saved by, like, grand, masculine, romantic gestures in this show, you know? But in, like, the same way that they are in a lot of things. I don't think that it goes the furthest in, like, denouncing those or being, like, opposed to that. On the other hand, like, something, like, there's other things that go, like, all the way with that. But, like, it definitely doesn't play into it quite as much as some things do. And at the end of the day, if you're, like, staying depressed in your room all the time, you are going to have to do something about it yourself. Even if someone is there, even if someone comes to help you out, even if you've got people like that in your life, you know. And they aren't going to come in your life if they aren't already there. It's just in the real world, but this is fiction. And you, like, you have to have, like, you're going to need help, like, from other people to get out of your problems. Like, if you're, like, fucking staying shut in your room all day, you're going to need other people to help you with that. But they won't just appear. You've got to reach out your hand for someone to pull you up, you know. And I think that, like, in this, like earlier in the episode, like, not all that long before, but a few minutes before, like, Never was like, I'm not going to go to the Maju group thing and do Maju with you people, the Magic Airplane practice with you people, because I'm feeling sad. And then, but then, Iru, like, I mean, not Iru, then later she does go there. And I think that when you take these kinds of effort, you're going to need to take these kinds of efforts yourself to deal with this stuff. So I don't think that's, like, I don't think this is an unrealistic, like, depiction at the beginning of her character arc, because she's not just going to get to become all, like, fucking better by not putting any effort in. Like, she's not putting a lot of effort in here, but, like, it's contributing, and, like, no single grand gesture is going to fucking change everything, obviously. But, like, it can, but, like, a gesture, a small gesture can be a, like, big starting place. Like, you need to start small before you can be big. You gotta, like, help yourself before you can just fucking fix the entire world. And, like, if you can't like make your community good. You aren't going to be making. You're going to be able to just fix the world through some like cataclysmic event. You know. And that this isn't like this episode doesn't show like a complete character arc or anything, but it is like a first step on into this character opening up to those around her, I think, to some degree. It's a step. Like, it's not everything, but it's a step. And, so, agree, disagree, you can tell me if you want, and I'll like that better than if you fucking just like and subscribe or whatever, but you can do that if you get something out of this. But I'd much rather see interesting ideas about something that I like than just have people like watch it. So if you have one, I'd love to hear it. Thanks, that's all.